Hey, what's up, guys? Tukey here, back again. Welcome to another episode of A Set Plan. Very happy to see the response to the first episode. Of course, on Twitch at least, it built a bit of a reputation for being anti-hut. But like I said in the last episode, I was excited for this. I'm pretty happy with where the gameplay is for 19. And despite the fact that we lost in the first episode, there was a decent foundation. Of course, we ended up with the reward pack for winning the Blind Spotlight Challenge. And as decided by you guys in a landslide, there's also going to be a silver pack reward for getting a Rage Quit. There was a thought of maybe having it be a bronze pack if it's later in the game, but we're just going to have it be uniform with silver packs. So before we even get into anything else in this episode, let's go ahead and open said silver pack reward, and we'll see who else we are adding to the team. Again, we are going with the 7.5K pack. At any given time, we could get a massive payout. These packs have been very interesting this year. We start off with the 72 silver Marcus Paulson. Not too bad, all things considered. Nikita Korostelev, who Leafs fans might be familiar with. That is a hell of a Germany jersey. German DEL there. Josh Brown, 72 defenseman. That's going to help out quite a bit. Cody Bass and Kevin Porter. All right, not bad. We're certainly going to, no major game changers here, but the team itself is certainly improving. Vegas Golden Knights jersey, Anthony Reck. And is that it? It is. It is. I'm very unsure what to do jersey-wise, but we do get a couple of new additions to the team. We'll send all of that to our collection, and whether or not I change up things handedness-wise for the team, I'm not entirely sure. Of course, we went with just a bunch of random logos in the last episode with that first silver reward pack, but if we go off of best overall ratings, this is what we're now dealing with. So no bronze forwards at this point. Second line would be Porter, Bass, and Ford. Veilleux, Holmstrom, Paulson. Goalborn's down to the fourth line with Lynch and Perkovich, who we ended up getting as our login player just moments before I started recording this. Our defense isn't phenomenal. It's Martinson with Josh Brown, Trevor Longo still in with Berglund, Parrish, and Horning. So really no solid defensive additions. Goaltending, it would still be the same too. So a couple of decent improvements here and there. Before we get into the first game of the episode in the wheel spin, though, let me take a look. Is there a set that can be completed? If so, we will do so. If not, we'll jump right into today's first game. At least 2 games, potentially 3 along the way. If we go with the autofill, we're still 1 short. So Kvashnika's off on defense, which I'm kind of upset about. He was really good in that first game, and Carter Chorney had our first ever goal. But these 4 will look to be on the way out, all currently not in the team. And then for silvers, I doubt we even have enough. They'd be in our lineup. I don't think we'll have anybody here, will we? No, we end up with 4. Rhett, Coltigan, McKenna, and Garrigan are all there by default. So I'm not against going off of best overall. Of course, looking at someone like Coltigan, he might be worth using. But it's interesting to see just how quick we are to getting those first upgrades. So that said, let's get into the first wheel spin. And you know what? Screw disclosure here. Yeah, 2 quick button presses. We have the wheel, and there have been a couple of additions. Now remember, everything's a silver pack reward for the sake of just keeping it straight and uniform. So we do have the silver pack reward challenge. There's nothing else attached to that. Just win, we get the pack. Lose, it is what it is. We still have the spotlight challenge at the beginning of this, or at the beginning of the next game, or whatever game that we get the challenge with. We spin the wheel, whatever player it lands on, that's our spotlight player. We'll do a second wheel spin from there. If it's a skater, 1, 2, or 3 points. If they hit the mark, we get the silver pack. If they don't, we're shit out of luck. For goalies, it would simply be a shutout, just to keep it pretty straightforward. The solo challenge reward, also quite straightforward. If we win, we get to do up to 3 solo challenges. Again, 1, 2, or 3 would be depending on a follow-up spin. And now we have 2 new additions. The quick sell challenge, which I like. All or nothing. Silver pack, or we discard a player at random from the team. Don't get to use them in the set. They are just flat out gone. Tempted tempted to maybe add a second pack to that to really kind of make it double or nothing. But for now, it'll still be the one pack. And then the backup challenge, another challenge that I really like the idea of. We use our backup goalie in the game. We win, we get the pack. We lose, we do not. And then, of course, there's the just play option, which we ended up getting for our first ever game. We see what happens. And, hey, no other follow-up reward, no chance for a silver pack. So, with that said, let's spin the wheel. Damn it, our first game will be another chest play. Oh, the wheel is screwing us out of some early silver packs. Let me tell you, we need to hope we get another rage quit. Tricky Sticks. It's a road game. Let's see what we can do. And God, his jerseys are terrible. I saw a Taylor Hall. I see a Patrice Bergeron. This could be fun. Oh, good. And an Erik Karlsson on defense. Scott Walker. Oh, Chris Wagner. Terrible shot, but at least he hit the net. That's an improvement compared to some of the other guys we had on this team. Oh my God, Martinson cannot backskate. Big save from Kakashio, and a stupid move on my part. I can't defend that. Martinson just could not backskate there, and it really threw me off. And then, yeah, I just handed him a goal, which could be the downfall for me. Thank God it's not a quick sell challenge. Walker, yes! Oh my God. Well, good thing it wasn't the Scott Walker needs to score challenge. Bjork and Wagner on the assist. The top line delivers. That was out of nowhere. I'm not sure how many highlights we'll have from this first period. There hasn't been much because he's also running the trap. So it's very difficult for me to break through with how little agility and just general speed my players have. But that is all we needed. Scott Walker gets in, takes a slap shot. It's a new day. It's a new dawn for him. We were outshot 8-3. So this is rough, man. He's got a much better team with Ovechkins and Erik Karlssons and Guy Lafleur's. So it's a rough challenge. Not sure who his goalie is because he does have a custom mask, but I suppose we do have a chance here. In front, back over for Wagner, and he skies it. Had I had a lefty on that side there, there's no doubt that would have been a goal, and that would have been a huge difference maker to give us the lead. Bjork pulls it through, tries to go to Walker, but he's back skating for some reason. What a play from Berglund. Longo somehow doesn't get the poke, and a big save. Quick shot from Walker. We at least get the tying goal, but in terms of breaks, like we talked about in the last episode, yeah, not much in terms of breaks. I'm having a hell of a time, even though his passing percentage is abysmal. I think that's because he dumps in the puck a lot. I'm having one hell of a time just trying to complete passes. Kevin Porter, a chance for redemption. Or not, because there was literally no one with him on that rush. Come on. Bad time for a spike. Very bad time for a spike. Are you kidding? Dude, my guys... There feels like there's so much lag on my players right now. Oh my God. No, come on, man. Alright, now where's his lag spike right before that? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. The first goal is 100% my fault, but that's outrageous. The trip is what it is, but that's just outrageous. This is going to be so frustrating if this is a loss. Oh my God, this camera angle shit. I stuck with him too, and I get no reward. I've seen goalies on the other side of the crease reach out and make a save. That is so incredibly frustrating. I'm sorry, but 2 massive lag spikes, and that's what happens? Please. Please? Fucking Cujo in goal. Come on, give me that interception. Fuck, this guy does not need the help. Wait until you see his full team. There's just nothing I can do. I'm sorry, that's one thing I've always stood for. Like, if you're going to sit there and hold your hands up to go for a hit, you should gradually lose speed. You shouldn't be able to keep pace with somebody. Like, there needs to be a balancing effect there. You can't just chase someone holding the right trigger or the right bumper. That doesn't, like, logically make sense. But... and I'm pretty sure he went for a hit there and still deflected the puck. Figure that one out. As Kucherov kicks it away, and we drop our first game of the episode. I'm almost tempted to give myself a silver pack anyway, because his game-winning goal was simply not fair. Stat-wise, yeah, it was what it was, and we'll get a look at his team, but it's... my main argument here is that that second goal was disgusting on EA's part, and the majority of his shots came off of secondary opportunities because our goaltender cannot currently handle a rebound to save his life. So the unfortunate thing is now, is that going up against that guy, I had the joy of having that wonderful, wonderful bout of lag spike show up. Which, you know, again, what's his record right now? Yep, that seems about right. To have that lag spike show up when you're playing this team, which isn't, it's pretty good. Again, it goes back to what I said in the last episode. We need some breaks to go our way, and in that first game, they absolutely did not. Alright, spin of the wheel number 2 before our second game of the episode. I don't know what I'm hoping for, if anything. Just it's all based off of who we end up playing. Oh my god. And now we have to play our backup goalie in our next game. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. So as if that wasn't a frustrating loss enough, we now have to have a 7 overall point weaker goalie be in net. I said I was tempted to raise the rewards for something like this, or for the all or nothing discard, you know, quick sell, call it what you will, challenge. This has the potential to be very, very, very frustrating. It all comes down to who we end up matching up against, but for the record, 76, 76, and 67 are the overall grades for our team. It is a yellow bar connection, which scares me, but judging by the name, he's probably from Quebec, which means he's not all that far away. It's another road game. Let's see how it goes. I spy a Marchand, I spy a John Tavares. Oh, and an Erik Karlsson, because everyone in the world has an Erik Karlsson on their team already. Kevin Porter against PK. Ford draws another trip, and that might be another one off the board, to be honest. That was a brutal hit. This is where we have to do our damage right now. An early man, this guy is Charlie Conacher too. Jesus. This is where we have to do our damage. An early power play chance. We need to do something here. Bass. I wanted to go forehand there. That sucks. Porter. Porter. Longo. Damn it. Damn it. The winger didn't move. Hughes, we need you. And he was smart and held to the backhand to me. How is that a penalty shot? I mean, I guess it's a breakaway, but oh my god. Sitting here talking about having to do damage, and I give up my second penalty shot in as many games. Oh my goodness, what a save. I don't know why I have this camera angle. Aiden Hughes with a blocker save of dreams. Whew, alright. Well, the backup goalie challenge so far hasn't cost me. I feel like more so than in the first batch of games from the other day, that my players are really playing like they're actually lower overall. And so far, we just haven't had much going. Managed to outshoot my opponent there and pretty well control it, but in terms of goal scoring threat, I'm not going to say any of my shots were extremely high quality. A couple of them were pretty decent, but just don't have that same feeling of momentum and confidence that I did the other night. There's just nothing I can do. His AI just smother me. Same guy's AI did the last thing. I just get smothered by the back pressure. So he'll switch to the defenseman and just hold me up, and then the AI gets me on the back check. But I can't really afford to take myself out of the trap and actually, just be able to dump the puck in and forecheck, because we don't have the ability to catch his players. Oh my god, please. We don't have the ability to catch his players if he gets out on a rush, hence why there's been 2 penalty shots. So, both on instances, of course, where we weren't set up in the trap and he just walked it in. So, good hit there from Porter. Back over for Ford. There we go. There we go. We finally caught a break off the face-off. Matthew Ford gets the goal. Kevin Porter, his first point, I do believe, for the team. Of course, we ended up with a goal in the last game that seems like a very distant memory. But there we go. We are on the board here. Shoot for the rebound, Ford. Nothing doing, and Gostis Bear kicks it in. What a change of momentum. A goal for Ford, and then a kicked-in goal for Ghost Bear as he just charges in. I believe Craig Anderson in goal. 2-0. Just like that. That is the type of momentum swing that we needed, especially when we're running a 61 overall goalie. 2 goals from Matt Ford, who did lead the way for our team in terms of points heading out of the first episode. And then that goes in. Tyler Seguin. I guess I'm not going to complain too much because my second goal was kind of bullshit, but that's the best backhand I have ever seen in an NHL video game. Top shelf, from that distance, from that angle. Is it down to being a 61 overall goalie? Perhaps. 5 seconds left this period. This is the big time face-off. Can't help but think he's going to try to win it clean. See if we can get the tie up here. That you want to talk about massive momentum swings. If this period, or if this period ends being tied, which it could, that was loose for a second, we would be absolutely screwed. The stress of playing with this bad of a team, and the stress of playing, for this game at least, with a 61 overall goalie. Shot's not blocked, gets through, but it is saved. We enter the third period with a 2-1 lead. Really, you could say it should have been a 1-0 lead to begin with, so I guess I'm alright with it, but just a very strange game, and it was true to being a yellow bar connection. The ping is not great, even though I, again, think clearly this guy lives in Quebec, so I'm not sure how he ended up being the host over me if that's his connection. Might explain my troubles on the face-off this game. Wish my left winger was on the board. I might have had someone to pass to there. Perkovich. Wow, I requested that when I was in the backhand. As he just spammed, I don't know if you just saw how many times he stick lifted there without getting a penalty, but that's really interesting to me. When you look at some of the penalties I've taken tonight, he does end up taking one. Ended up being a trip, so all's well that ends well, and it all evens out, I suppose. 23.8 to kill. Let's see what we can do. Over. And Bjork just, yeah, I need to set up these power play lines. Even then, Bjork should have been able to bury that. Longo, I believe in you. Quick and easy defense. Berglund, Wagner, Bjork. We should be good. Finds Walker. Hits the post. Doesn't matter. We have won our first game of the episode. Took 2 attempts. But we get the W with a backup goalie, mind you. And we will get a silver pack out of that. Thankfully, that went well. After that first game, I had my doubts. But we do get the W. Pretty good. Pretty good. 22 shots to 12. Beat him in time on attack. He really had no answers for countering the trap, but I will take it. Ford's 2 quick goals. Billy Smith was up there for him in saves. But we do get the W, and to confirm, we will go to the action tracker, and we'll take a look at shots. I'm surprised it didn't have a shot there. There you go. Aiden Hughes, backup goaltender, was in. So, before we begin our final game of the episode, we will have a chance with a few more additions to the team, and we'll see how we get on from there. But certainly nice to get the W. Get the W out of the way and have a finish, or have a chance to finish, with a winning record for the episode. So let's get down to it. Our second silver pack. Let's see if we can get a game changer out of this one. It would certainly be nice. An improved goalie would be great. We get a Moto jersey. Dmitry Samarukov. It's at least an improved defenseman, so I'll take that. It's not too bad. Jason McKay as a coach. Indy Fuel jersey. You have no idea how happy I am. And for those of you keeping track, that is now my 3rd Rumble of the year. You have no idea. We got Dylan Sadawi as well. We don't need anybody else. We don't need anybody else. Ooh, we got a silver collectible. Now, topic, I mean, if anything, I'm just going to sell that for the coins. So there is that. Tyler Spink and Trent Fox. We get a Chris Rumble, and I am the happiest man on the face of the earth. You have no idea. Although if you had seen the clip from the first episode and you are unfamiliar with Rumble and what he means to this channel as a channel Hall of Famer in franchise mode, you might have an idea now. That is hilarious. So this is the lineup. Holmstrom back on the 2nd line. Bass down to the 3rd line. 4th line looks to be about the same, but defensively we now have Rumble and Brown as the top pairing, Martinson, Berglund, Samarukov, and Horning. So some decent changes there. And then defensively, Damiano Ciaccio will be back in, and Aiden Hughes will be as the backup. So we actually do now, thanks to Rumble, have a synergy active. It's going to help out Holmstrom and Perkovich, perhaps Rumble as well. That is currently the only one, although, do we have a coach for Bruiser? We also have the Beast on right now. Do we have a coach for Bruiser? I don't think we have a gold coach yet, so I still think we're going to be 1 or 2 away. Yeah, the only guy we have right now is Jason McKay, which, whatever, I'll throw him onto the team. We're at 5 out of 10 for the Beauty. But there you go. Speaking of the Beauty, Chris Rumble, the newest addition to this team. So let's go ahead and do it. We'll spin the wheel one more time this episode. What is our next challenge going to be? The backup challenge worked out well, and it's going to be the silver pack rewards. So straightforward. If we get the W, we get to end the night on a silver pack. Let's see what we can do. Chris Rumble, the unofficial team captain, has joined. That is unfucking believable. I can't believe that just happened. And our 3rd opponent of the night, I have now played Guy Lafleur in all 3 matches. 12.9 remaining, and much like we saw in the 2nd period, a late goal could be the momentum swing that we need. Let's go for the tie-up here. It's our best bet. There we go. Berglund. Anders Bjork, man. Turning into the Scott Walker of the episode, and I'm so glad I didn't shoot. I knew he'd panic. 2.4 left. We might not have enough to score a late goal here, but we do have that 5-on-3 chance and a swing and a miss for Yannick Veilleux. But we do have a 5-on-3 to start the 2nd period. We have the early advantage, but we need that first goal to really put the pressure on. Walker. Yeah! Scott Walker. What a snipe. Just measures up the shot and fires it home, and there you go. That is the goal that we needed. So rewarding to have a goal like that go in when you have the time, you have the space, and you're able to just set up that wrist shot. That was beautiful. Again, I feel like the negative luck has transferred from Scott Walker to Anders Bjork because Walker's been pretty damn good for today's episode. He gets that goal there, gives us the lead. I would much rather not have had that be intercepted, but I'd much rather, of course, be playing with the lead, especially when we're in a more defensive setup. Freaking Wayne Gretzky here, though, giving me a lot of trouble. Here's Walker again. Steps on in. Nothing doing there. Quick passes. Snipe. Yes! Robin Leonard kick rocks. Chris Wagner with the goal. There is that momentum swing. A hell of an effort from Scott Walker. Wagner's the beneficiary. I can't believe how hard Robin Leonard bit for that. Like, I did a quick little shoulder shimmy while having the puck held out, and he bit as if the pass was coming. Ford, good pickoff. 1T, not for who I thought it was going to. Good pickoff again here for Ford. Point, over, Martinson. Great patience, no reward. They got a man coming out of the box here. Crossover for Holmstrom. Another chance here, though. Another chance, backdoor. Matt Ford is a beast. Unfortunately, Tyrell Goulbourne hasn't exactly shown up in this game, but the Grand Rapids connection strikes again. Holmstrom and Ford. The story of this third period has just been penalty after penalty after penalty. He hasn't been able to do anything with it, but we've been killing off precious seconds, or I haven't been able to do anything with it, but we've been killing off precious seconds as Rumble almost scores in his debut. But yeah, we've been killing time off the clock. Paulson. Chance for Cody Bass. There we go. And the point I'm trying to make here is that while we haven't been able to take advantage of these power play opportunities, the chance has been there to maybe get the rage quit. I mean, it is only the second period, and with it being 4-0 now, you have to wonder what is his breaking point. Here's Goulbourne. But yeah, I guess just a recap here because I stammered through all of that. I really wanted to go for Goulbourne. Just a lot of penalties. We haven't really had haven't really had the ability to take advantage of all these opportunities, unfortunately, case in point. But still, we've been keeping the pressure on, winding the clock down, even if it is just the second period, trying to kill some time. And that chance is still there for a rage quit potentially. Here's Goulbourne. 1T for Horning. It'd be so nice to end this episode not only with a silver pack for the win here, but a silver pack for the rage quit. As Gretzky gets demolished. I think that was by Goulbourne as well. So there you go. He hasn't exactly appeared on the score sheet, but he is a physical presence. Martinson. Decent speed, but nothing doing. Walker. Wanted that deflection chance. Bjork for Walker. Terrible. Good interception from Bjork. Wagner. Finds Walker. Back. Damn it. Bjork. Over. Chris Wagner again. Wagner's having himself one hell of a game. And so are we. Bjork gets on the board. Scott Walker's having a great game. That makes it 5. Just shy of the second intermission. I believe he has taken 10 penalties. So it's been very slow and steady. But I'm desperate for that extra silver pack. The more the merrier. The higher chance for upgrades. Thank God time expired, but I knew it was low. The more packs, the more players. Forgot to look at stats because I was just spamming through the A button. But the better opportunity that we have for even more upgrades. This team, even by the next episode, could be all silver if we get lucky here. We need this rage quit. And mercifully, this game is finally over. The silver pack reward is ours. Siaccio with a shutout victory. I mentioned it earlier, but the story of this game was just me fighting for that rage quit, as it was just penalty after penalty after penalty from my opponents. We couldn't secure the rage quit. We couldn't secure that extra pack, but it is a victory, and we have secured promotion to Div 9. In the next episode, we'll be fighting for our Div 10 title. So unfortunately, we're a little bit behind schedule on that, but that might not be the worst case scenario, to be in Div 10 for just a little bit longer than we hoped. But a 3-point game for Wagner and Walker, 36 shots to 7. Just a dominating performance. And at the very least, we do get to end this episode on a bit of a high note with the pack and with at least one, if not two, potential upgrade sets. So we have that going for us as well. Let's go ahead and actually, with the upgrade sets, I might have to take a look and double check like centers face-offs ratings and stuff like that. Although with silver cards, is it really going to matter all that much? I don't really think so. But let's go ahead and see what we get out of this last silver pack. David Stashny, 69 rated left wing. All right, decent skating. Mikko Salmio. I cannot believe we got a Rumble, by the way. A 70 rated. Wheat Kings jersey that we might use in the next episode. Libor Hudashek. All right, nothing too crazy. Nicholas Schlegel. Some decent options. 71 goalie. All right, so there we go. We'll have a new starting goaltender. It's not as if Siaccio is that bad, but having him as the backup is going to be a pretty good setup for us. We got Bob Adams, and I think that's the synergy we need, but it's only 1 instead of 3. We got the Boston Sport jersey. Grizzlies, not bad. There we go. What did I tell you? Silver packs can pay out. Say hello to the new best player on the team. Say hello to Tyler Seguin. Dylan Garand also added to the team, but there we go. In case you had your doubts that we were going to ever get anything good, Tyler Seguin is now a member of a set plan. And speaking of which, and speaking of centers, of course, that might not have the best face-off rating, he is one of them. So I will have to take a look at this team. Although, that said, if we go best overall, it might not be the worst thing in the world to have him at center to begin with. Let me take a look here. It's a 71, which isn't surprising. Wagner's at a 63, but I highly doubt. I mean, Walker's actually at a 76. Walker might be worth playing. I was going to say I highly doubt there's any wingers that are actually half decent. That would explain the losses on draws, is that none of these guys are anywhere near good in terms of face-off rating. So it's something I don't even think we have to worry about. So more than likely, we'll keep the team as is. I might make some slight adjustments, especially to the power play. But to have Tyler Seguin on this team is massive. The defense, though, again, is the same. So we have the upgrade in goal. We have a massive upgrade on the front end with Tyler Seguin, but we are still lacking some major defensive reinforcements outside of the fact that we did acquire Chris Rumble in this episode. But the team is slowly but surely getting better. The fact that we have an 84 rated player while still in Div 10 is also huge for us. That said, let's see what trade-in sets we can do. Anyone we were to trade in here wouldn't be on the team anyway in terms of moving things around. They'd be a low enough grade that it would not matter. Case in point here. So the 5th man is going to be, I didn't even see who it's going to be. It is Dylan Garand, who we just packed. So we'll go ahead and complete that. We'll be able to do the common silver. I don't think we'll be able to do the rare silver yet, nor should we. More than likely. It wants me to add Trevor Longo, who is not on the team anymore, unfortunately. I think that's probably the right move, too. I mean, you have Rek and Koltage in there at 66s, but I think Longo is the right guy to add. He is, unfortunately. It's him or Samorukov. So, Trevor Longo, you were great in that first episode, but as is the case with the majority of the players we're seeing now, you're all a part of a greater plan, and we are going to have to trade you in. But Trevor Longo, if you ever have to use a silver team for whatever reason, he wasn't that bad for me. And then silver rares we could actually pull off as well. in terms of high ratings, Nikita Korostelev, Dylan Sadawi, Trent Fox, this might be where I want to double check. So what I'll do heading into the next episode is get the team set up, and we'll probably start off the episode with that set and make sure that we're actually not trading in people that we want to use. But here we go. We have a silver common and a silver rare to add to the team. We get Caden Daly, who's a 62. Not bad. He'll pretty much go right back into the sets. We're above that overall average. And we get Sebastian Uvira, who unfortunately is another forward, but we'll have to check everything out with him and make sure that he is someone that we want to use in the team or that we end up wanting to trade in. That said, we are done here. I hope you guys did enjoy. Much like with the last episode, looking forward to any feedback you might have, maybe suggestions for challenges that we could add to the wheel. Any ones that I like that I think really match up for the series, we will go ahead and do that. But for now, we find ourselves with the promise of going to Div 9, but we want that Div 10 title beforehand. Next episode, Tyler Sagan debuts for a set plan. Thank you guys for watching. You know the deal. Support the video, support the channel, check out everything in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.